Hello viewers, today I am going to explain about electromagnetic effect. This effect is different from the inductive effect and we will discuss the differences between inductive effect and electromagnetic effect at the end of this video. So now let me start with the electromagnetic effect. So I have already written the definition here. So let me explain you what is electromagnetic effect. First thing, this effect is applicable only for the compounds having multiple bonds, either double bond or triple bond. So, if a compound having multiple bond is attacked by an reagent, then this pi bond breaks. As we know, double bond is having one sigma bond and pi bond, and pi bond is weaker than the sigma bond. So let me write one example. Suppose this is a compound having double bond, and if it is attacked by proton, to provide electron to this proton, pi bond breaks and electron pair completely transfer to the one of the carbon atom, especially in this case. So what are the products? Products are like this. One of the carbon acquires positive charge and the another carbon acquires negative charge. Here in this case we can also write like this. Here first carbon can also have negative charge or next carbon can have positive charge. So both the situation are same actually, but situation is different when this multiple bond is having one more electronegative atom. So let me give you another example. Let's take the example of CO bond. So here oxygen is more electronegative. So in this case, electron pair always move towards oxygen. So suppose it is again attacked by proton. So what is the next situation? Situation is like this. Here oxygen carries negative charge due to that electron pair, and carbon acquires positive charge. So what is the conclusion? If multiple bond is having more electronegative atom, the shared electron pair from the pi bond always move towards more electronegative atom. Now let me tell you some other points of this electromagnetic effect. Inductive effect also helps in determining the direction of electromagnetic effect. So now I am going to discuss these points regarding inductive effect. How does it help to electromagnetic effect? Here I am taking the example of propene. So let me write the structure. So it is CH3 CH2. Okay. So propene is having one CH3 group here. So CH3 is showing plus I effect. Plus I effect means electron donating nature. So this is the direction of electron density from CH3 to the carbon. So electromagnetic effect will generate in the same direction. Okay, and finally we will get this situation like this. CH3 CH. Now the middle carbon acquires positive charge and the last carbon acquires negative charge. Okay. Now let me take the other example of vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride is a compound having chlorine atom and two carbon with a bonded with a double bond. So let me write the structure of vinyl chloride. It is CH2 double bond CH Cl. Let me write the name. vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride is the monomer of PVC. It is a polymer, polyvinyl chloride. So it is the monomer of that polyvinyl chloride. Okay, so here chlorine is showing minus I effect. Chlorine is showing minus I effect. Minus I effect means electron withdrawing nature. So here chlorine is pulling electron density. So this is the direction of inductive effect, or you can say the direction of electron movement. Now the electromagnetic effect will have same direction. Okay, so let me put arrow. So this is the situation. Okay, so here the middle carbon acquires negative charge and the first carbon acquires positive charge. What is the conclusion? Conclusion is this: plus I effect or minus I effect carrying group are attached to the compound having multiple bond, then the direction of electromagnetic effect is the same as that of inductive effect. I hope it is clear to you. This electromagnetic effect can be categorized into two types. The one is plus E effect and the another is minus E effect. Let me explain you how to identify plus E effect and the minus E effect, and I will also share one trick to remember it. Okay, see, let me write the reaction first. This is a compound having double bond, and if it is attacked by proton, so we know pi bond breaks, and here one carbon acquires positive charge and the other carbon acquires negative charge. Okay, but here it is attacked by the H positive. Now we know dissimilar charges attracts, so proton is getting attached here. Now I have to remove this negative charge from here, and we are getting product which is having positive charge, or I should say it is carbonium ion. So this is the example of plus E effect. This is plus E effect. It means pi electrons of the bond transferred to the carbon atom to which reagents gets attached. So I am telling you the trick now. See, here we are getting product with the positive charge, so remember it is plus E effect. Okay, in the same way, let me discuss the minus E effect. So let me write the reaction first. Here suppose it is attacked by Cn negative. Okay, so in this situation the product is like carbon Cn with negative charge. Because Cn is carrying negative charge, so it will get attached to the carbon which carries positive charge. Okay, so that's why it is the example of minus E effect. So we can remember by this method, whatever the product we are getting, if it carries positive charge, it is plus E effect. If it carries negative charge, then it is minus E effect. Now I would like to discuss the difference between electromagnetic effect and inductive effect. Now I am going to discuss some point of differences between inductive and electromagnetic effect. So here I have written some points already, so let me explain you. Inductive effect is a permanent effect. Here reagent does not play any role, it is already present in the chain. But electromagnetic effect is a temporary effect. It depends on the reagent, if attacking reagent is present, then it occurs. If we remove the attacking reagent, it removes. So that's why we called it temporary effect. Now second point, it is permanent polarization of single bond. This is a very important point, single bond. Inductive effect always happens with a single bond, and the electromagnetic effect always occurs with a multiple bond, either double bond or triple bond. As we know, all single bonds are sigma bonds. So sigma electrons are involved here, and here pi bond breaks, so pi electrons are involved. Now the fourth point, it involves a partial separation of charges without formation of ion. And here, this is very important point, it involves complete transfer of electrons, resulting in the formation of ions. So this is all about the electromagnetic effect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.